we are talking about moms, but we're not talking about moms in a sexual way. We're talking about moms, like what deems a mom to be poor, you know? Not like in the pocket. Not in the pocket, but like what are some qualities that you would consider someone to be a bad mom? Like, is there something that just hits you on the list that goes, nah, man? Because there is a woman that is deemed the most awful woman as a mom, and she's getting a lot of hate for it. And Zach, you were raising your hand like such a good boy. You get a golden star.
Yay. All right. So the first one, more vague, is just simply like if the mom is having sexual relations with her kids' friends, usually a bad look. Typically.
How old are the friends?
5 years old.
Of
No, I'm kidding.
of above 18. Let's just, let's not say anything.
Like, that's a very bad mother.
How do you have that talk?
Right.
Like, how would you, let's say, like, your mom is interested in someone. Like, how do you have that conversation?
I would just start going hard. I would just tell my mom, no way. I would just start berating her.
Like I see on TikTok all the time, it's like, here's my stepmom who's 2 years older than me. And it's like,
How?
That's my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one where like gross. We did this article one time here where it was a woman who went out, like she's a little older than us, I guess. She went out with like this guy, they were the same age, and then they broke up years later. The dad like helped her like get through the breakup with her, with his son.
I remember this topic.
And then she married the dad. So she dated both parties.
Oh,
what?
You got to start off with one sibling on the fam and just go down.
I would just beat the living daylights out of my dad.
I just think that's nasty. Like,
At that point, it's like cut off completely. Never speaking to you again kind of thing.
I don't know, man. What can you really find in someone like that? I don't know. So
those are horrible examples. I have a real life example that someone from college I knew this happened to. Well, not them. It was their sister. Yeah. So this girl, she had a lot of problems with her parents growing up. And I think this just might take the cake for worst parent ever. But I'm excited. But long story short, her older sister's boyfriend somehow has adult photos of their mom.
Wait, how was that acquired?
They don't know.
Was that given?
They never confronted it. Because
why don't you confront that?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's something you confront, right?
That's disgusting.
Hold on a minute.
Like imagine you're with your partner and they're like, your mom's hot. Like what the hell?
Can you rephrase that? I'm sorry.
Right. So my friend,
yes,
is a girl.
Okay.
Her older sister has a boyfriend. I think they're married now. Her boyfriend at the time, or her husband now, has photos of their mom.
Wait, so she's still with him?
Yeah.
And
That's disgusting.
And he still has these photos.
I mean, I don't know if he still does, but he could.
At least they all love each other.
But you know what? Just in case, she's not there.
In the family.
Just in case that, his wife isn't around, he's got the mom's photos in the back.
Isn't that horrible? What if your boyfriend had your mom's, inappropriate photos?
I'd slap the crap out of Shane. I'd be like, what are you doing? Dude, I'd wax every hair off your body. Get out of my house.
Not just your boyfriend, though, like your mom.
I'd be like, what the hell, Mom?
Yeah.
But I'd also do the same thing to my mom. I'd wax every hair off her body, too, and I'd tell her to get the hell out of my house.
Put your foot down. Get out of my house, Mom.
And then she'd be like, what do you mean? I'd be like, you can go elsewhere.
Yes, you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, honestly, if I found that out, I'd be so disappointed in both parties, but I think my dad would also have to have his hands in this, too. Not like that, but my dad would probably want to, make sure that the divorce is finalized if that happens.
Oh, my God.
I respect that then. But what if the dad does know about it, doesn't care, because he just doesn't like his wife? Isn't that weird?
Congratulations.
I'd be like, bro, why are you encouraging this?
Yeah.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
Sick family. Thank God I haven't heard from them in quite a while, but I wonder how they're doing.
I'm here for my update. Can you imagine?
I need to reach out to them.
Start ringing a cowbell. All right, update.
That would be terrible.
That would be pretty bad.
Oh, no.
What qualifies as a bad mom? Does anybody else have any other qualities that...
Buying your children caffeinated coffees.
Ooh, yes. Getting them addicted, yes.
I work at... I can't say where I work because I don't want y'all showing up at my job.
We already know where you work.
It's okay.
We all know.
Can I be real with you?
Yeah. Technically, no.
I work. I don't work. I go to Starbucks every day, and I don't see anybody here, but they probably know me by heart and everything. They see the name and they go, again.
Not
See, I would do that, Jamie.
All these moms, are ordering can I get my son a caramel frappuccino at 9 p.m. And I'm like, do you want the non-caffeinated version without the coffee for your child? And they're like, no. And their child's 5 years old.
See, that's insane to me because caffeine accelerates your heart and also it makes you stay up and do all these crazy things.
And then these kids are gross and then throw it on the floor sometimes.
Yes, I'm aware.
And then I have to clean it.
See,
bad parents.
When I was last year, I have these kids who are in I think 6th grade now. I love them to death. I love them like little siblings, and I used to go to Starbucks and ask because they wanted to make a fake Starbucks. So they would actually make other kids make applications. They would get the cups. So they would do fake Starbucks and be baristas and give out food and everything. So I would go there and get cups, straws, napkins, and they would be like, "What are you doing?" The people there, but the kids are obsessed with Starbucks. People would fight and cry because they wanted to all be baristas. I don't
work at a real Starbucks, so all these kids are throwing tantrums about the fact that we don't have cake pops. And it's a mess.
I had a horrible experience. Well, I'm sorry, not me. My girlfriend had a horrible experience, but it was my problem. So she made this very elaborate drink at Starbucks. It was at the one in Target. And I'm realizing now that Starbucks that are in Targets and Barnes and anything else of the sort, anything that's not just a brick and mortar store.
Not the same thing.
Not the same thing. So she goes to, the Target, and then the one in Target made her drink incorrect. And she didn't notice until after we were already in the car. And I'm like, we'll just stop at the Starbucks that's around the corner. We get there, and then they were like, no, we can't, remake your drink or refund you because we're not associated.
No, it's a completely different thing. Where I work, it's we proudly serve, and then people yell at me that I don't take their stars rewards.
Well, tell them to eat it and just shove
their
it.
Kids just don't finish their drinks and spill them on the floor. I think you're a bad parent if you're getting your kid Starbucks to the point where they're addicted.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Actually, I'm sorry. Period. If you're getting if your kid is a child and you're getting them giant sugary coffee drinks at night, you're a bad parent.
Yeah, what the hell? I guess I can't. Could not be me ever.
What also qualifies as a bad mom? Does anybody else have anything? Addison, Linda?
I hate it when I'm at a Target or a Walmart and I just see a kid having a tantrum and the mom is just Tyler, stop.
Yeah,
we won't drive past whatever it is on the way home. That's your threat? Are you out of your mind? This is the problem.
They're like, you can only have one cookie now instead of 10.
Yeah, that. Oh my God.
Instead of 10.
Back in the day, the teacher was always right, even if they were wrong. Now the teacher's always wrong.
Yeah.
What my kid would never.
My mom's a teacher, and the things I hear about parents calling her at home to complain about their children.
Tommy would never do that to Stacy. Never. My child's an angel.
My 13-year-old would never cheat on a test.
What?
Yeah, that. And then you have parents who are their parents, and they actually do parent their kids, and they're not bad, but just the things they let them do is just very obscure. A second grader shouldn't be coming home saying MF or a-hole, and the mom shouldn't be going into it.
I want to go off on that.
I sent Jamie a TikTok yesterday, and this mom's recording her daughter getting off walking home. Why didn't you get on the bus for school? And the daughter comes up and she goes, "It's effing BS. I don't understand. The bus driver is an effing a-hole." And I'm thinking, here comes the mom.
I've seen that TikTok.
The mom's gonna pop off on her, and she goes, "Well, maybe if you were nicer to the bus driver, this wouldn't happen." I'm like, "Are you out of your mind?"
Yeah. Oh my God. I would get furious. I would be like, "Are you kidding me? You get back on that bus. You apologize to the bus driver, and you sit there quiet like a kid."
And I go to the comment section because there's got to be people agreeing with me, and sure enough, all the comments are great parent of the year.
What?
Sarcastic, bravo,
okay, all right,
bravo, yeah, great job here, clearly.
Yeah, it's bad.
People will just post them being terrible parents on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't think that's funny.
No reaction.
Yeah, my when did your parents start letting you curse around the house?
I remember I accidentally cursed one time, and my mom slapped me, so that was the first time I cursed.
Was that last year?
No.
Okay, good.
But there was a kid yesterday, and I wish that I was a parent, so I could have done something more extreme, but I couldn't. There was a kid. We have assigned seating now because the kids just don't know how to contain themselves, and it's the only group in the entire cafeteria that needs to be assigned. And I was talking to my coworker, and I turn around and I see this kid put a goldfish in his mouth. He puts his hands around it like he's making an O. And I was curious what he was going to do next, so I didn't say anything. I'm just like, maybe he's going to do something not as what I think it is. So he turns around and he starts making like a blowing motion, and he spits the goldfish at this girl's face.
Oh my God.
I would smack that kid in the back of the head.
And I saw there was a ton of goldfish on the floor, so I'm like, this is probably not his first one. So I looked at him and I said, you want to do that, right? Everyone stopped because I got like really ticked off. And I was like, you're not doing this no more. You are going to go get the broom and you're going to sweep it all up. And he's like, okay.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm like, that's your response?
I hate children.
Where is Oh my God, I would have got a huge ass beating if I was doing that. Oh my God, I probably would have got goldfish like poured down my neck. I mean, come on, like.
Am I a bad person that I don't want kids after hearing all these nightmare stories?
I think it's understandable.
Yeah.
I don't think
It depends
people who
also
don't
on how
want
you
kids
raise them.
That's true.
Yeah.
like shouldn't be forced to have kids. Like it's like if you don't want kids, you're gonna be a bad parent.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would be a great parent.
You'd be
I
the
really
best
would.
parent, but
Because, like,
it's not your calling.
I just don't want to.
The cool aunt/uncle route seems a lot more fun.
It sounds a
Yeah,
lot
'cause
better.
you get the kid and then you could drop him off when you're done and you're like, now back to my routine.
Dating in your 40s. It's a lot of fun.
You could be the worst parent ever, but still be a great uncle.
Oh yeah, Christmas,
Yeah.
New Year. You're only there for a handful of times out of
Yep.
the year.
Yeah, the kid
You
starts
just gotta
crying.
give him a cool birthday
I gotta
gift.
go.
And leave.
Yeah. Something just like mildly expensive because you have money to spend because you don't have kids, and then they just look at you like a god.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Linda? What qualifies as a bad parent? A bad mom, to be real.
So I work at Target, as you guys know, as one of my specialty jobs. So whenever time I'm working at Target, especially when I'm at returns and exchanges, I hate when like parents just let their kids that are like in the 5th, 4th, or like 6th grade even like go out by themselves, and like they're making a huge ruckus in Target. Like they destroy everything. Like one kid over the summer lit a firework in the store.
What?
And it went
How?
off.
How?
Supposedly
What?
they had like a lighter, and then some kid gave another kid a firework, and then it just happened like that. So then they had to kick him out.
Were the
That's
parents there?
No.
the most you can do is just kick them out. You couldn't
we
fine
can't.
them.
We can't like kick. We only can kick them out because it's like Target's like company rules or whatever. But whenever time the security calls the police in my town, it gets like pretty like whatever. Like the police don't really do anything to stop. So
That's crazy. That is
Yeah.
wild, in my opinion, that
Like-
they don't do anything. Like, that could be really harmful.
like if I did something like that, or like my friend group did something like that, we all know we would get our asses beaten by our parents. I'm like, don't do it again.
I think I'd be put in my own personal jail cell, so I don't know about you guys just getting a beating. I'd be like, done. You would never see me again. It'd be like, and
I'd
on
ra-
this day, she disappeared.
I'd
Yeah.
probably be put in jail, no offense. But yeah.
I would be dead.
Yeah.
So-
I would be
I just
beaten
would
on the
not
side
be
of the
here
road.
anymore.
I think it's also a bad parent when you, like Addison said, you give in to every single whim that they have. They literally just can't put their foot down. But I also think you're a bad parent if you ever really just hit your kid. I think that's bad parenting.
I was
feel
in
like
a museum, and this woman was just like it was more than just like a little spank. She was like going on that
Yeah.
kid, and I was like, we are in a museum.
Quiet here.
look
Take
at the
him outside.
dinosaur.
I was like, oh my god, like we're in like a reconstruction of a longhouse, and you're just doing this? Like what the
Beating
hell?
your child.
Yeah,
Like-
take him outside.
Like at least do this at
Consider-
Ma'am,
home.
do this inside of your house.
Yeah, like at some point, like kind of hitting your child is like, you got to teach them
I
a
just
lesson.
don't think so. I think even like
like,
a
I'm
spank is
down
not
for
okay.
that, but
like I was hit growing up, like I was spanked and things like that, and like never once did I really think that it was a problem. It built character, but
I can see. Well, this is the problem. The problem is that the character can be used later on in your life for instead of pain, it's going to be used for pleasure, and that's why I have the problem of that.
Jamie just admitted something very interesting.
Not me.
Oh,
I was
okay.
never hit as a kid. The only time I was hit was when I said the one curse word. Other than that, my dad used to be like, "Oh, you want the belt?" And I used to, try and match his energy and be like, "Yeah, do it." And he'd be like, "You're sick."
Yeah, my daughter's a freak. Yeah,
Yeah, my
I
dad's
wouldn't
like,
hit
"You're
my kids
sick."
either at that point. Yeah.
But he'd be like, "What's wrong with you?" My mom used to do that too. She's like, "I'm gonna knock all your teeth out." I'm like, "Do it. Let's see which one's still left." And she's like, go to bed. Just
My
go to
grandmother
bed.
would used to say, because I would give her some like smart ass remark, and then she'd be like, she goes, "I'll give you a knuckle sandwich," and I'd go, "Do it, you won't, no balls."
You won't. You won't. You won't. You won't. Yeah, that's a.
But I know this one girl growing up. She was my best friend. I remember she came over my house one time. I don't know what happened at home because I wasn't there. She ran to my house, and she's gushing blood, and her mom like actually punched her.
Oh my
see,
god,
that's bad.
that's
That's bad.
And
way
like
too far.
her braces, I think it was just because of the impact of her lip hitting her braces is what caused it.
Either
But
way,
still,
you shouldn't hit your kid in the face.
Not
I
like
think that's
that,
bad
yeah.
parenting. Like, come
yeah,
on.
no, that's like worse than bad parenting. That's
Would
like a
you
felony.
want the
Yeah.
number to Child Protective Services?
Oh well, I mean, she's not a kid no more.
I know, but like
Still too
still.
late for that.
Oh
I
my
mean, that they
God.
were called, obviously, but at the time, like, you know, I didn't know what was going on. Her mom showed up and was like, "Give me back my kid." I'm like, "Give me back, what?
I don't wanna get involved.
What are you doing?"
That's terrible.
It was
Yeah.
scary. I have to admit that it was very, very terrifying. But we're talking about awful moms because now we're going to get a little lighter, but not really.
Not so serious.
So there's a woman in New York. This one is based in New York.
Long Island.
No, not Long
The
Island.
city?
It's more upstate.
Oh.
There was a woman who was arrested for letting her 10-year-old son do something that was obviously something that you cannot take back. And the mom allowed it. So pretty much...
Was it losing his a manhood card?
No.
Did he get a tattoo?
So...
He got a tattoo.
Oh no.
Pretty much what happened was, I don't know why, but the mom, another sibling, and the boy were all in a motel. And I guess...
Motel.
Yeah,
Nothing ever good happens in a motel.
I mean, we can... What is that Pitbull song? The Holiday Inn?
Motel.
Hotel
Holiday Inn.
room service. Or
Oh, it's
something
called
like
room
that.
service? All right, let's play
Hotel room
that.
service.
Is that really what it's called?
Hotel room
Hey.
service.
I had no idea.
yeah.
I had no idea.
I just threw the
Okay, so we're talking about the motel, right? Yeah, we're talking about that motel. So
Mr. 305.
I can't take this seriously. So basically, they're at the motel. There's the mom, then there's the older sibling, and then there's him, this boy. And they heard the next guy over in the next room had basically was doing tattoos. And so the kid said, "I want a tattoo. I want a tattoo." And the mom's like, "Okay, what do you want?" And he said, "I want my name on my forearm in big block letters." And she goes, "Okay," takes him over. He gets it done, right? And yeah, bring your girlfriends to the motel
Does he
room and get some tattoos.
Did he get an infection?
Well, the reason why she got arrested is because he had, the boy was 10 years old.
Oh.
The boy's 10 years old. He got a large tattoo of his.
trusted with any decision.
Yeah.
He got his own name tattooed onto
Just in
his
case
arm.
he forgets.
It's
Just
like
in
that-
case, yeah.
Now-
I don't even know what his name is, to be real with you.
I
Now
have,
it's-
I have another question about this.
Yeah.
What kind of tattoo artist would perform on a
Yeah, I was about
10-year-old?
to say,
Yeah.
A tattoo
So-
artist working out of a motel.
So they said they cannot identify the name of this guy because the motel is basically just for people who come to rest and then leave. So they probably paid
he's
in
gone.
cash.
Yeah.
He's out.
So he's done.
Yeah,
So
you're
this
rest.
guy-
It's like that one movie called That's My Boy with Adam Sandberg and like Adam Sandler, where it's like, oh yeah, my kid got this like tattoo at this age, and then it's like a big blown up photo of the picture.
Yeah, but like
pretty
No,
bad.
as you grow, it's gonna get stretched out and fade, and it's gonna look gnarly.
So the thing is that yeah, he is 10. It's a lot. It's gonna be disgusting, but because it was so fresh, I don't know if you guys have any tattoos. Does anyone have tattoos in here?
I have a tattoo.
No.
Okay, so when you have a tattoo and it's fresh, you need to put like some kind of hydrating
Vaseline.
on it.
Yeah.
Something to keep it like, to keep the moisture in because it's going to be cracking and stuff.
Yeah.
So he needed Vaseline because his arm was getting dry. It hurts. It really feels like someone's like peeling your skin off.
Oh.
And so he went to the nurse to say, "Can I have some Vaseline?" And I guess he said for his tattoo, and the nurse had to call I guess CPS, and now the woman has been taken away and they can't find the guy. But I mean, what would you? I don't know. I feel like, are you guys okay with temporary tattoos? Like,
Temporary tattoos,
Well, yeah.
yeah, that's a totally different thing.
I feel like sometimes temporary tattoos can be taken the wrong way too. Because as someone who works with kids, I did do a fake drawing thing. They have pens that are called tattoo pens, and they will literally draw all over each other. They'll draw flowers, they'll draw names, they'll draw whatever, and then they'll like keep doing it day after day after day to make it look legit. So they're like constantly adding ink into their body. So it's like,
that's not bad, but
It's
like
non-toxic.
yeah, like as horrible as that it is for that kid to have a tattoo, he will be the coolest kid in school for the next 8 years.
No, he will not, because he got his name. It's not like he got something cool.
it's not like he
block
said.
letters.
It's not like he said like I eat broccoli for dinner. No, it was just like his name. I don't even know
Like,
what his
you
name
can have
is.
like a cool tattoo. That's
What if his name is like
meaningful? It's his
Connor?
name.
Can you imagine that he gets kidnapped?
Tape it.
Connor.
like
It's in block letters too. Who gets block
like
letters?
Roblox letters? Or?
I have no idea, to be real with
Probably
you.
like
probably
Lego.
in the Roblox font.
Like, this was just a mom and her kids at a motel, right?
Yeah.
No dad.
No, Dad.
All right, I kind of see. I
Explains a
kind of
lot.
see where this story is stemming from. And they're at a hotel with a guy who's doing tattoos in the next room.
I don't
know,
get it.
I know exactly. I have a very good.
Do you?
feeling.
Well, I don't understand. Like, why did she say yeah? Like, why didn't Mom get
I
tattooed?
think-
Why didn't they all get matching tattoos at that point?
Yeah, all saying that one kid's name on
Yeah.
their forehead.
No.